Hey. I wanted to share something, and I wanted to share as authentically as humanly possible. So I just had a moment of um, I'm very much in love with a man that isn't here in the physical. And I know that I will never stop loving him. Um, and part of me just accepted that I was going to be alone for the rest of my life because I love him so much. And I tried to convince myself. I have like dead skin spots. Oh, human problems. I tried to convince myself that I was okay with that I was okay with being alone for the rest of my life, and that, like, I've got this and I can do it on my own, and I can do it on my own. I do got this. But the idea of never being in love again, never actively working with another human to co-create, never having another intimate partner makes me really sad. It makes me really sad. But something that I recognize is, like, I'm very honest. I do my best to be very honest with myself and with spirit. And I know that Brady is with me in spirit. I can feel him at times. He sends me messages through numbers, through music, through it used to be shapes in the clouds, through animals, through all sorts of stuff. I know he is with me in spirit. I know I'm not alone. Something that I've had to get really, that I've chosen to be really real about is the fact that I don't want to be alone for the rest of my life. That I do love being in partnership. That I do love holding on to faith that there is a divine partner out there for me, someone that is balanced in their feminine and their masculine energies as much as humanly possible, somebody that can hold me when I'm going through my grief, when I'm mourning the loss of another man that I love, someone that can show up for me when I need them the most, somebody that can laugh with me and cry with me and openly express what they're going through and ask for a fucking hug when they need it, or tell me honestly when they're angry, when they're frustrated, when they're irritated by something I've said or something I've done. Like, I want that. I want that openness, that rawness, that authenticity, that real, that deep, true connection with another human. I want that. And I felt very guilty. Even the thought of admitting that to myself made me feel really bad, because I made it mean that I don't love Brady as much as I think I do. And that's not true. I'm a human being. And I lost the truest love in the physical. That doesn't mean that I can't love again. That doesn't mean that I'm broken or I'm damaged or the same thing's gonna happen again, or that I can't trust myself or I can't trust other people, or that I'm not capable of love, or that somebody won't be capable of loving me with my grief, with my trauma, with my pain, with my joy and my love and everything else. But something I've realized is what I truly, truly desire in another human being, I first have to find that within myself. So when I talk about like self-love and falling in love with yourself and even dating yourself, going on dates, taking yourself on dates, things like this, like it's not just woo-woo garbage. It's not just bullshit. It's, if I want this next level, if I want this next level, mind-blowing, divine partnership, then I must create that within myself first and foremost. If I want to be loved and held and supported and cared for, and if I want someone to hold safe space for me no matter what I'm going through, then I must first be able to do that for myself. So that's something that just keeps coming up for me over and over and over again. It's a reminder, like, you know, you don't want to be alone forever, but are you comfortable in being alone right now? Or are you running away from it? Are you distracting yourself from it? Are you hiding from being alone? You know, you want to be loved unconditionally. Are you loving yourself unconditionally? You want someone to show up for you in your hardest moments. Are you showing up for you in your hardest moments? These are all questions that I try to ask myself, and I sabotage myself all the time. Well, yeah, I'm going to be real. Like, I wanted to say often, but no, I sabotage myself all the time. I dim my light all the time. I allow the saboteur in my brain to take over sometimes. But I do it from a place of awareness. I'm fully aware when I'm in self-sabotage mode. And so at least it's from a place of awareness. But my point is, if you're not showing up for yourself in the ways that you're hoping something outside of yourself will, someone outside of yourself will, then it's just unrealistic, right? Like, look at, for me, I'm going to bring it back to me, because I don't like feeling like I'm preaching at people. For myself, I really try my best. I choose to look at what's coming up for me, and even just, is that really what I need right now? What's coming up for me? What do I truly desire? And am I being that for myself? You know, if you want a partner in life, let's say you have a partner already, but you want them to be some certain type of way, are you showing up in that same certain type of way? Are you being the change you wish to see in the world, right? Are you being the change you wish to see in your world? And if you're not, then, you know, that's wonderful. Now you have the awareness to make changes, right? Or you at least have the awareness to recognize when your saboteur or your ego or your trauma or whatever you want to call it is taking over. So yeah, I fully recognize that I don't want to be walking this path alone for the rest of my life, but I also really recognize how important it is for me to really become that divine partner for myself, within myself, to truly be with myself again, to not constantly need to distract or run away. There's no getting away from you. There's no me getting away from me. I'm with me for life. You're with you for life, right? So learning how to really befriend yourself and let go of the war, choose peace, let go of the war within yourself and choose peace more often than not, is huge. You know, if I truly want a best friend to walk alongside me, then first and foremost, I need to be a best friend to myself, first and foremost. And that right there aligns me with what's for me. And if I push too hard, if I come from a desperate place, if I try too hard to find the right fit, I'm just going to be attracting back what hasn't been looked at within me. I'm going to be attracting back just from a place that's not going to get me that divine partnership that I want, that I desire, that unconditional love that I want, that I desire. So if you want unconditional love, you got to start with yourself. I'm sending you so much love. And yeah, that's all for now.